Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, Ibrahim. January 13th, 2023. Of course, with me is Comrade Koita and Cashbox. And we still pray for brother People's Power. They feel better, but you go through in procedure and surgery and everything. By God in power, it go be okay. So we all pray with them and everything else. Salon people, of course, we get a very sad news when we decide to overcome today, and then we will use this opportunity for brush up a few things them as well, because of course we don't tell them say, salon people when somebody stand up, if fit for we get for stand with them in solidarity. Yes, there are questions, there are issues. Then go answer those other questions someday. But like the Monabu situation, we all know say at this particular point in time, this boy is a fat for una. And the fat for them give una back una special promotions them. Then students package, all length and then weekend special. We wanna be the get where parliament take down hand, the government take down hand. And Monabu as a civil society organization, and the fat for the restaurant. If a judge got all them say contempt, if he tell the judge say and Monabu fit and we go lock her up. Salon people are gonna get the responsibility as well for stand with them on that basis alone. But with the left-handed, you see, because when we communicate and Cashbox, when they listen to some of the messages they all get, we say we're a little bit disappointed because 30 days, Salon people get that mentality. Now, the similar thing will happen to a person like Mohamed Kamarimba. Mohamed Kamarimba in a jail today because he opposed APC. So nobody know him for stand up for him. In as much as they say he commit rape. Well, where the evidence? We not convict this man. We not go sentence her to jail. We not go lock her up. We not hold this man here in bail conditions. We not hold him. He did a jail 3 years ago, so nobody knows to stand up and talk for him. This is the problem with Sierra Leone. The human rights of ourselves, we don't respect them. But you know the reason we break with silence today, as I say again earlier, very sad news. Ismail Bangura, now one of the Sierra Leoneans them, will then be arrested after the August 10th. Then say Ibrahim Bangura, Ismail Bangura, participates by the August 10th protest. Then like today, Ismail Bangura don't die in detention. Because then they torture them in detention. Who are the fed for them people there? Everybody don't pull on for them people there. Because the government don't brand them, say they are terrorists. The government don't brand them, say they are insurrectionists there. The one they will call for the protest, them, the organizers of the protest, who are the fed for them people there? Who are the lawyers that represent the citizens there? Then they abuse them. We brothers and sisters, then they torture them in prison at a time like this. Then they die one, they don't begin die. Now this we hear. Now I make we say, you know what, with all of everything else where they go on, let we come look and talk to now. You know, let us understand. We get pressing issues them. But then people they die.
So Ibrahim, very, very quickly, you see, I want kind of like push away a little bit from the organizers of the protest. The reason being, Ibrahim, you know, like we get the custodians of the law or the people and we for make sure say the law kind of like be handled the right way. Whether na push or ayata na in call for the protest, the one them we get the responsibility for protect every human right. The people again parliament. When the government feels say them for kind of like, you know, brand these people in their own way, who that day we go actually say, no, the people actually do things that within the confines of the law. But Ibrahim, like as you say, everybody ignore them guy there, they left them like in the masses of the government will brand them as terrorists. And then they treat them just like one. Then they treat them like beasts. All of them guys they are sit up, watch them guy they are. They've been branded this way, and then they all come and say, oh, we want to tell them say they don't get space in our country. They buy into like the government in your way they brand these people.
Gashi, you know, we get one saying we come recruit like the so-called the term where you say we buck your foot. Not also you go for it, you look outside you buck your foot. You know, you see where we this one here, this part of the world where they live so Cashbox. If you ever witness protests them that are organized by pressure groups, if those people for any reason they were detained or anything else, yes, you get the support of the parliamentarians, they will the custodians of the law, the supreme legislative authorities, wherefore protect the sections of the constitution. But at the same time, when I say organizers, I mean I'm 100% and 150%. If you organize the protest, people came out to protest. and those people are being ostracized, those people are being killed, then people are being imprisoned. You as an organizer of a protest, you get a moral responsibility. Matter of fact, it is on your head until every one of those citizens whose rights has been taken away from them. Now you for put pressure upon members of parliament. Now you for call every day now the authorities and the government. Every day the lives of these people matter, Cashbox. We cannot play this game, Kashi, my brother.
But this is what I'm saying. And absolutely, Ibrahim, what I'm saying is, it's like now the people I'm supposed to call people in authority. For me, I think it is about people in authority. Whether na you na Arata na in call the protest or na push na in call the protest. For me, it is about like did these guys actually break Ibrahim? Like even people in the way they go commit crime, we're not to somebody send them or whatever. But waiting na the right thing now for make sure say like then did they act like within the law, within the confines of the law? So even though like people call the protest, is the fact that like they kind of like they go against the people waiting the constitution say. For me, like I think like it's just like when we talk say the parliamentarians they're supposed to be like Cobra. They're not even like people make mistake, they do all kinds of things, but like that person they do they act within the laws of the country. For me, I totally get it. The organizers should call upon like lawyers, call upon like civil society, call upon parliamentarians and all these people. But like the only thing is like them people are already been tortured, so they can break their human rights.
You know, Kashi, let me tell you one thing, Ibrahim. You know, when I make, as we say, anything supposed to do, if we no see, if we only watch at the after effects, what about if something went wrong? What to get for do? You know, the protests, now everybody rights. Everybody get for protests for whatsoever. Because protests, matter of fact, protests not to the number, not about the number, now about the cause. What are the protests for? August 10, we all bring up to different view, but when the thing happen, we come and try for tell let's say, in as much as we be stand in our own view, but when we see they take advantage of the people of the protest against the people of Sierra Leone, we come and talk say, you know what, this we never call for protests, and we even don't supported protests with any protest would end up for maybe they become violence, but equally we can't fight for the people and tell let's say now they right for protest.
Comrade,
everybody, one of the two make this thing, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Now I will call Lassana Dumbuya. It's talk about that particular issue there. You know, so I think say me and Kashi, I think so we're on the same page. I don't know understand who's going to go, but I think so we're on the same page.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
Exactly. What thing would they try for say that? When anytime we call for people because let me tell you something, Ibrahim. What made the August 10 situation become very pathetic? The people were angry, the people were desperate, people that look for anything. And people took advantage of the situation as alone, and everybody took advantage of people like Ibrahim. Like when they say, man, left matter, again, left self full now, for like commodity, the commodity get faster because he went drown.
Yeah.
The government, you know, get sympathy already because they not label one part of the country that from the northwest western area as an opposition area, not as Sierra Leoneans. So whatever happens, then they treat them like an enemy. When President Bill out that statement, say they are terrorists. Everybody wait for defend that statement, they force, including the political party name as terrorists. Nobody can condemn them. All man try for their street themselves from multi appeal. They not get space of society. They don't get space of society. What's in the protest for us? Nobody knows care, and nobody not cares about the one who they kill. Nobody cares about the one who they hold. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. The whole people who they pass by in the street. They don't hold them no more. Like they will kill some suicide or we know the parts of protest. They will pass by them. And one part of the problem, they're not beginning. And let me tell you something, there are more to follow. If you don't get today, it's very sad in news. Now, hold somebody, something like be a breadwinner for a family, way by the name of Fisherman Bangura, don't die, and die in through torture. Then they even torture them, even inside the prisons, they tell you that they torture them inside jail yard. Forget about the children in Benghazi and the different parts of the police where they hold them before they come to Palema Road. Now, they still torture them, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
How long will we sit down? Then we begin lose people. Now one don't die so tell that person that can't die. Now until they all don't die before. You know what's in on a responsibility. Abraham would talk people. Now make people everybody supposed to take responsibility for what you call for. People, both the leaders we call for the protest and the one way they represent the people. When are the legislative people and political leaders them. Now on our supporters, on our members, on our voters in jail, so they not begin die so. People spoke for now. With that, they had a faith. Which condition did they put in Nigeria? I always tell this example. If we, Paulo have been defense minister, me, na be whole military man, about Julius Obokadami, Colonel Sinada, and Kilokwi na jail in total confinement. Imagine the type of caliber that local was only this and
thank you.
Talk less about the ordinary person.
Thank you.
Somebody don't turn defense minister, don't turn internal affairs minister, then Kilokwi na jail, only the CSAN, or just the inside 24 hours, only the command do. What about the one that we protest against the government? To not be good protest that time they will not till when I come up for protest on the right to for sitting triangle. What's in Abu Dhabi na jail today? Feeling all former mayor for 11 months not at the indictment go na court. What's in Abu them popular? They will not label or already say that terrorists. They're not going to say they count insurrection. They one can pull the government or overthrow the government. Imagine. So what's going to happen them? And then just everybody just silent them. Nobody needed to talk about August 10 people themselves until one person died today in Nigeria. They would not hide them. And then tell una say, una like family and day. Una make sure say, una put pressure. You see, protest na a reason. This was not put down a protest. They will protest in Nigeria. Like, there is for protest. If you want call for protest, you don't call for protest. Now the time for call for protest again. Say well, we want to know the whereabouts of them people there. We want to know their well-being. Then get for church they want until they die.
Absolutely.
One gun die so Israel.
How they go kind of like go protect them? Like the one that first we protect like we protest then they kill them right now. How big if they go protest back? Now the same thing. Leaders they go kind of like if they go avoid them. They go come up behind them, say no, not so we business. So then, they come. We can't see Messi.
Let me tell you, say that it's about leadership. It's about leadership. If you leadership day, if me, I tell you this, if me call anybody for Guna Street. Trust me, whatever happens, I'll day and night for check about the well-being. We cannot sitting down. People they lie in jail, they lose Sierra and the meaningful people every now and then they torture them. One under Ismail Magura. This is confirmed. If you don't know now say you get family, they will have been go check on a family level because now this one don't know now. We don't kind of notice. If we can talk to them, this one they do because of so many things. Them. But in fact, let me tell you something. We are not a music with the sing. Some of them they can make fun on social media. We only call students not to teach you, not to they call somebody say kind of class. No, we are not on that. Who can talk something serious that's what affects their life. That's what affect the country. We get affect the you're born. Kashi Ibrahim, I don't the talk and say people in Nigeria. They don't take 4 years, they not get that man and deny. The whole society, my online can talk and so. Ibrahim, when you go to Paremba Road, you go inside the, you shooting up with brothers and sisters that jail. You know, imagine. I don't tell that this. Imagine this are probably to be protested. Imagine how we president said that terrorism. Now the one time.
Absolutely.
Day and night that jail is torture them day. This is a confirmed thing inside prison, and the law say. The only thing where it comes out for be zero in life, you as inmate now you time. But all our privilege for getting inside jail. Now only with time when they by you, meaning not only the time we for sleep, the time we for week, it's in their hand. But all our privileges, this is the torture them every day. Then they beat them, carry them then get decided for whether they torture Nigeria.
Yeah.
Then they torture them, then they beat them. For when they carry them, they don't get laugh because even the officers they lead out there, all the political officers they say they want to pull the government power. So they know they give them one alafia inside jail. Then they touch if still say they take to Jaman and keep them in Nigeria, and for torture them and a day. Because Jaman not easy for winning a prison, for still torture them people a day. Up till date Ibrahim. So you call for protest to only people who pull in this hand out is hard to wake up. If not, none of them know una brothers them, una sisters, una husband them, una papa them, una auntie, una uncle them, una know them none because that's now this one I don't know now. So tell other blame that will not be no. This one in don't confirm to me say Ishmael Bangura in don't pass away this morning.
Absolutely.
Through torture.
Absolutely. I mean, picture what's in the happy like I come record to talk so. The one they would see broad daylight self would see how they manhandle people them. Before I say now inside them prison systems then they say they were the terrorists them because they don't brand them. Now so it happened in Rwanda. We be make them grab all of a sudden the Hutus them say they don't call the Tutsis them cockroaches. For months, radio station and they call them cockroaches. So what's happening? They don't dehumanize them. They don't mean they say like a mortal man again. Now they say like a cockroach. Cockroach just a massa. When massa I pass, you go, you have to go. So they don't describe them as terrorists, as insurrectionists. Then they're against the government. Well, picture what they do to them people they are inside prisons. The other day I do a video within my Facebook. I think I put on a YouTube all where they talk about the insurrection in America for showing people the difference between people that were protest and people that were insurrectionists. The insurrectionists in America they stop the transfer of power peacefully. Them broke go inside the Congress of the Capitol, the equivalent of Parliament. Broke the window, them broke the door, them enter inside it, then take them piece to the wall, rub shit na the picture them. Some picture don't pass 100 years inside the Congress place. They go inside the speaker office, sit down there, put their foot up the table and chair, piece there inside whatever. These are people where you call insurrection. It's what they know because the members of America Parliament be the guy for can pass the results of the elections for them get the final result for the elections in America. Then people here stop the process. When they go protest, American ambassador David Reimer says talk him. He clarified this to the town so. When they go protest, all the people who will be there for the protest, not all man commits crime because some not go inside, some not go broke window, some not broke the moat. They were protesting. Them believe say they take the election at their hand. They don't commit crime for that day. A police officer, when a police officer, he talk camp at that protest, he say he get right for shoot. But how you go shoot? What's the person who go kill like innocent person who team up? We be there far. We're not even they attack them. All of these things now we talk about. But African people do not get respect for ourselves. We don't get one dignity for ourselves. If we people that live in a bay, now them bomb men, now them slum them. Tell me I don't go treat people in a prison now. We people that were free, then they live now then slum them across Sierra Leone. Mabela, all side. How they going to treat people in the prison systems? Picture what's in happen to them brother and sister in the now. So now we organize the protest. We continue to apply pressure now on the government and against the to the members of parliament and to civil society organizations. Them we apply pressure to them. Let them know say the people away come out for exercise their right to protest. Section 26, subsection 1 of the Constitution makes it very clear. Every citizen has the protections to their freedoms of assembly and association, and nobody shall disturb them in enjoying that freedom. Nobody not for hinder them for enjoying that freedom. They protested. They protested. People lost their lives. Police officers allegedly lost their lives. Citizens lost their lives after the fact. Evangelist Samson was killed. Then they arrest over 400 or 500 people. They scatter them across the country. Then they are jailed and then are prisons them. Una pile pressure. You call for the protest. Take responsibility for the actions now. Pile pressure on the government. Call civil society organizations them. Call you members of parliament. Call everybody out. Let them come out and go defend them people them. Let them stand up. Let them speak up. Una write letters across the world. Now then tell for the yeri because our brother and sister them not deserve for in a prison because they protest. And the government don't label them as terrorists at this particular point in time. So to them, not to mortal man. To them, so then I can coach them. Because that's how they see it now. They don't value their lives anymore. And not can care less about their lives. And more get for die. And more get for be tortured. We also get a torture chamber at Benghazi. We see it with LJ. We see what they do to LJ. If people like LJ, they can lock them up. They lock them up. LJ with a full stadium. They lock them up. And they suffer. They suffer. In brother and sister them, in friends them, we go patronize them. We go check on them. Because they're a big artist. They tell they happen across the world. You know they see that they go and lock up even Nigeria. As Nigeria as powerful as it is. 200 times powerful than Sierra Leone. Nigeria got over 200 million people. Them members of the government, they can go all the artists them. The Peace Choir them, the video them. When I see them lead protest, then come out and support. They want they get my touch. They don't get my touch in Nigeria. But Sierra Leone, I want to see so. That boy, the LJ, one of our biggest artists, he's in a prison. They come to talk about George Williams, Minister of Defense, Paolo Conte. Then go lock that man up. They put him in solitary confinement. You know the season. If you treat that man so, tell me how they treat that we brother we come on a village, or that we be in Waterloo, or that we sister. Because the alleged rape they all where they go through in that country, then they rape them girl and they where they go lock them up. So they don't release some they still lady. Then they kind of pull 1-2%. They say, look, they release them. But every day they sentence more people to jail. Every day they sentence them 2 years, 3 years. Hey, boy, you organize a protest. You wanna call loud now, wanna come up and stand up for the people, them put pressure. Now we have responsibility for put pressure. Because we know the country will get. So not a country where if you don't put pressure on the people away and the relevant authorities, then they do nothing. They already put pressure on it. Then they act. I'm also only call up members of parliament on certain issues. Now people in this way not register. Today, no action. We're not hearing nothing. People them for verify their registration. We're not hearing nothing. No action. 250,000 names deleted. No action. So the way they put pressure on them, they don't pay attention. Now where you left them now to their own, but then people in their life matter. These are citizens of Sierra Leone. They get a fundamental basic human right. We see the human rights reports where they come up from the State Department every year. They say the prisons are overcrowded. I can only imagine how what's in happen. What if the guy don't get planned for any prisons that don't look overcrowded? Then they kill people like one. Ishmael Bangura don't die. God knows how many other people don't die. we will not even know about. So these are the things, and I make you say, you know, see, as difficult as it is, what don't give me what say. We want to stand with, you know, Edmond Abu, but we say this issue here, so we come up a very important. You know, Comrade and Kashi, I think say, let's brush up the Edmond Abu situation small. You know, because to be honest with you,
I don't want to let you talk that side itself. You know, I don't want to let you talk that side itself. Because me always skin one for me or customers will be the right person to talk about this here. Especially me. With me, I identify myself as an APC, me not to just a supporter, I mean a member, a senior member.
Right.
You know, when there is somebody go talk say this person don't oppose APC, you know, the person is step by me nerves, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
And I begin to think which world they live. The former presidents. I don't know if you even get that video themselves. We talk about the thing.
Yeah, no political prisoner or detainee.
For opposed governments, yes. For no way he talks for opposed governments. Now make democracy sweet. He said, in as much as on do and do their self pretend in a structural manner, Sunday we fight for it, Sunday fight for it, we accept that because that is the benefit of democracy.
Absolutely.
Then I want a person will try to tell me say, as an APC, not an exception for that person who oppose we. No. But I've actually open to critics because that based on critics to the able learn a lesson. As what in the former president don't say, you know, if somebody tell me say that man may do oppose APC. So that it make now if you can't talk about the trade that affects each and every single okay, what's the lock at Mabu for the effect don't happen now, they don't increase all data from fisher and judgment that the mobile company, the fisher will tell us when I go add more suffering to the people left.
That is a great point.
Because we did Edmond Abu in letter, and a bit a parliament, fisher and judgment that don't tell the mobile companies when I go increase more suffering to the people left. Parliament don't agree, say don't ability the people and suffer. This house of parliament who me no will ever probably want to party to Niado. This House of Parliament, if you got to make a revolution, come back now. What happened in 99? I think the first mistake of the Parliament for don't go destroy. We don't have better with the law courts. We don't have better with the law courts so that you don't get no paper for left for the historical. Since if we don't have all that hand,
come we'll keep the building them. But I think that the people who will deal with will keep the building. They will protect the building.
Ibrahim, some buildings if you don't find for keep. Some structures if you don't find for keep the country. And I tell you this today, like we Africa, so structure they now is stigmatized people. Trust me, because this parliament, this House of Parliament, where you go past the criminal libel, this House of Parliament, I go support mobile company for increased suffering by people. We already admire in your letter we write, in press this way put. Now official go instead of he look to the people that suffering, out in Changa, they go set the man way based in talk say no this type of slack. Parliament for make sure say then go there revert the decision. It's in a parliament for 21 days. They're not talk for APC or SLPP. This is talk for the entire people of Syria. The way they use mobile phone. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. So man where they talk so, you know this part of the whole day, where you don't buy, where you don't go take your contract, if they pay any month, you know one knows where you don't sign if 20 for any month you pay. If they get internet, they get a call. Africa is a lot of specific. Where you don't buy you SIM, you get for buy top up from the convert that top up to internet. So it's more expensive for people.
Absolutely.
So even if you say and when about you do it wrong because we don't talk about APC. So this is why we talk, guarantee. Matter of fact, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. May I know anybody consistent in this fight for Salon? You get for be critical, you get for hard for it. Like when they talk to this like this SLPP, when they say Wala APC camp, Papa got APC, let them mistake small before they only answer the mistake if I'm not from panel. Because the only thing make for Salon for change now we would oppose SLPP or APC can oppose them for
Comrade,
the of Syria.
APC supporters not go green like go against APC or APC kind of power. I'm telling you, bro.
They're not crazy. But not to support, I mean, I remember.
Hey, comrade.
So me,
that's how they talk.
Ibrahim,
hey, now where they talk so that for APC, then the benefits so then they glad for you.
Me not to support, I mean, I remember.
Okay.
Me, I want to oppose APC rather than oppose SLPP because APC why they talk. Nobody talk against nobody talk as politics. They want to see that genuine they do. Me not like them man the way they say then they talk the way SLPP so they keep them they keep quiet too. They just want to talk for survival. Abraham small fully talk for survival anymore. By the grace of God, I know they pay for time die. By God, I know ever before that even if I don't can abroad, we know for ever before that they die. By the grace of God.
Absolutely.
You understand? So some of you know the time for campaign survival. Because matter of fact, I believe in one thing say the people for press come say the two we are no say certain in my life and death and for die. So there's no reason that they make me mortgage people life or the integrity. What will they talk Ibrahim? We will not go and can't say anything until we see how this system they go with Edmond Abu. But because we get this information, but it's somebody, our brothers and sisters who don't advocate from after August 10, we don't advocate for them every night. They call police, stand by them people. They are not terrorists. They get out to protest. Don't say they do bad. Protest for a reason. We don't know, say not begin to touch the inside. Then one don't die already. We know almost another one. It's Ismail Bangura. So you get family. I mean, Ismail Bangura. Go and ask the prison for our brothers, because anybody there in jail, they're not committed not to jail, man. Is still there for safekeeping. When I go now find out that they show now all like I kill up April 29, 2020. Till today they not give tell the people them family they would not die up till date. That's what they go for that back Ibrahim. So you the say somebody will oppose APC. That person for me. That one did the heart meeting, Ibrahim. I don't know. I didn't look at you if you serious. APC can governance for the opposition. Just like the oppose SFPC. So if anyone will be oppose APC, not to business. Then we go and avoid the rip and the rubbish that they way they talking nonsense. Who can now for them? Who say bona useless statement in the debate? In the Monabu. So instead we not say today, if you come to not say, them man not hate me, them just say to me actions. When you do things right for the people, but they can't support you. We don't talk and say anybody who stand with the people of Sierra Leone, they stand with you. But you will be say the mortgage their integrity, their life, Ibrahim. We need to come together on this platform. We need to identify ourselves with you. So Abu, we still stand by what we say. We look at how they do one. One, we get so many things we look at right now. We talk now, but maybe by next week we can tell people and now say how people don't come collectively for damage and look for less solve problem collectively all sector by next audio we can do the analysis. Don't see, don't identify, don't see how that hits Salo Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
And when Abu not to say na bad they do. It's not for the problem. Una say for no say. If you not to add Monabu in statements, sometimes they know it's today, they know it's the price. So therefore, don't go high pass. So now they don't lock and jail, they don't increase the price. Now, people don't get a chance to access to media any longer. The government time because this government they try for most everything. They don't hold the radio station, 98.1, AYV, SLBC, Omar Fana nowhere to be seen. Now, if they can't start the reports, from when you talk about Monabu, one day not talk about again to them. Lawyers and talk no day. Civil society, they again. Every sector. So now they try for increase until election in council. That's why no people listen to social media. All my time, and when I go this week, and I go to jail for. Now we stand, now they put you, now pull eyes behind this party connection. Hey, they don't for top of APC. This person be oppose APC. What are APC? Don't oppose APC. APC are exception. No. Now I don't oppose SLPP. Then I seem to not also. But if you vex APC, they vex to oppose APC. Why encourage you for oppose SLPP? What make Wally to know they would oppose SLPP every day? Why you encourage me? We go for look at the objective criticism. Look, me tell the time and again say, now lie them they lie. SFP now lie them they lie. Tell the full people like we they can clear criticism they can so and an objective point of view. Any Joe talk about this platform will get evidence to that before talk up. Now me could say when an office say what they talk about SFP so they don't we just speaking this better itself. We don't start itself by the fact because the government I do the pull closer will tie will belt tight or look at that government line no can fail the game so they live in day and night. Say what you don't suffer these 5 years. We want foresee a change. You don't hear any excuse. Like women that they come from where they don't come. From as a church, then they go to 1985. As a church, they go to 1977. Always then they go behind. They don't get solution. Anybody they find for canton president now, you forget the solution. No any problem again.
Absolutely. You know, Kashi, I be one for take this opportunity. Now break down something because when you listen to some of the audios they will get from the feedback and which Comrade already talk about. But let we you know. For Edmond Abu, we agree say commodity can protest for petrol price. When former President Kuruma, one great time, now they increase petrol in that country, 3,750 Gashi to 6,000. Edmond Abu commodity protest. Go to Mapna St. John, get loudspeaker, call people, them they can't join a protest. Now, since SLPP can power, and no increase price over 6 times. We not hear Edmond Abu. People are even complain say Edmond Abu August 10 protest, it come out, it can condemn the protest, and then people are there and can against the government, this and that. All right, we agree. Some people, we go get to a day. Everybody go get them day for ask Edmond Abu on that basis. We not forget them thing there. I want people to know say, we they watch every civil society organization, we they document their actions with everything what don't happen. McKinney massacre, Pademba Road Prison massacre, Tonkolimba, Lozar, everything wouldn't happen. We got to ask you as a civil society organization, waiting to be you stance where this thing here happen. Waiting you do, not what you say no more. What action you take? How much letter you write? We want for see and we go ask. But for now, we tell una say Edmond Abu don't can stand for una. These boys stand for Sierra Leoneans. Yes, now say not be fet like I dey fet now. But we got for go back, we look in history 7 at the APC government. When now one get NSF now lead protest, communicate and tutor lead protest. All right, it no matter at this particular point in time, we go check all land and also. But this boy yaka now, government they use this data now for suppress una. Then the last source of information when they get social media, because people don't listen radio again, people don't watch so much TV again. Now people on social media they believe because they know say it is not state controlled. They know say social media are the only space we're free. For the people able to come and hear out their views, their opinions. They make when they listen to we. So now they increase the tariff and they increase the price of social media, of data. We're going to affect on our social media enjoyment. Now Edmond Abu don't go fetch for now. 1 year, 2 months, this case stay in a court. It is stand up, it say Fisher for pass a ruling. Then they suffer the people. It called out the members of parliament. It said that parliament go take una enjoyment from una. Because the parliament grieve for them and take away the promotions them, then weekend promo, then student promo, all the small enjoyment una they get for them forget data on una phone them. They want for use internet, enjoy Facebook, enjoy YouTube, enjoy your WhatsApp with peace of mind. Edmond Abu fetch for una. Then go lock this man up. Salon people. For once, we all need for understand for say, let pay attention to waiting at the issue at hand. All manner of the country, our Edmond Abu, na part of the SLPP, na distraction. Okay, we agree say na distraction, but the later day, when this man challenge the government for let them reduce the tariff, give una promotion them back. The letters are there. This man stand for una, a fit for una. We cannot focus on that issue alone for now. Now we are sorry for. Let me tell una, salon people, until una understand the power una get. The economy, it didn't una hand. The dealers them, where they go buy top up from these mobile companies. If we not buy from them, then they get money for go buy top up from these companies. All we say, now for una challenge them people there. How you they challenge them? We don't say go protest. We don't say go not eat. We don't say go take anything. We don't say go all up a person. We don't say cost person. We say you money na you pocket, na you money na you pocket. Now you right. Now you go know how you want to spend your money, how you don't want to spend your money. Una let not buy top up. Let listen to social media messages for a few days. Everybody stand down, support Edmond Abu just for these next few days. Pile pressure. Let them mobile company see the loss, Bobo. 1 day, 2 day, revenue drop by $5-6 million. I'm telling you, then guy go buck up themselves. Because the problem will get in a salon. The mobile companies they increase the price because the government they increase the tariff on them. So the only way we'll go for stand up and protect the mobile company themselves. Now when we stand up against them, we'll not buy them top up. When we not buy top up, mobile company not get money for pay revenue to government. Government now, the mobile company get for go with government now for letting them negotiate. Profits not better. Oh. People not buy top up them. People not spend money again pan and data. So what's in the happen? We're not going for pay on this kind of a tariff on the charge we because this government they come for squeeze una anyhow. They don't tifte every little opportunity where they get, then go squeeze the life out of una. They no say the power they to the people them. Una the people no say the power they to una. We say una stand down. For the next few days, the pressure is this. If they not release Edmond Abu, nobody really buy top up. That was a simple message we'll pass. No, not buy top up. Can we not do without social media? Are we so addicted to the point now we're not going to do without? Yes, there are critical messages like this one also brother die. We make we come out, we can't talk to her. But some people are not going to understand say the economic power, that bargaining chip, it's in your hand. Now una get her. And when you swan for fet, the best fet where anybody can fet. Now economic fight. Who side the money day? Even in America, when black people when they really want for fet some fet, you either say no more, we not go support Walmart. Black people not go to Walmart for go shop there. Walmart say feel that pain. They don't say who are the people that they can at Walmart. Now black people. When they go kill for somebody inside Walmart, Walmart they kind of do quick, they can't beg. They make up with the community because they know say if people, the black people not go shop now Walmart for 1 grain they save, they know say a problem for the organization. People go lost their job. They self go lost some of them, them building them. Pastor will get for close them out because they go for pay their overhead, their electricity bill, their water bill, their staff, their salaries, and all that stuff that they. That is the economic bargaining power. What they talk about there. You know, Kashi, go ahead and come on in. I know say yourself around much for this.
Absolutely, Ibrahim. You see, I think we protest because like now like why she was saying this, because like now anything where we do, we joke at it, then they kill we, and then the opposition people away for protect the people that with the protest, you know, they back them up. Maybe it's until we need to find another way for protest. Maybe like the data would be like an issue because the people need to get like information on a day-to-day basis. And I understand this particular one, it was meant to be for like a couple of days, let them feel the pinch. But maybe again, Ibrahim, this could be another, you know, we need to change the dynamics a little bit with the way we would do protest. Maybe then we begin to kind of like go after like some economic activities then. For instance, when you talk about the Walmart, maybe let me go to the things that way they hurt the government, but like it's not the thing the way they affect the people. Maybe we need to fend their kind sector that they with the people again for. Maybe if possible, I mean, like I mean, almost percentage of we population with alcoholic. Maybe less than 2%. So like the 98% of the people, and let we protest for even begin to go to them bad. Let we stop the government because that's the only way. That would tell you that they can beat you. I mean, I do not know. I'm just guessing. Let's find a way for do a protest where it's not to treat me come out because like nobody need to protect me. But Ibrahim, you know, going to Edmond Abu, like I listen like and audio when I saying way apparently like you do on the 5th of January. Right, Ibrahim. You know, I listen when this guy they talk about, oh well, the petrol price, like the only thing we just not happy no more for making because of don't put and don't pass so and all that in the but they tell the thank you to like the people in our petroleum and then they try to back the government and say, oh well, Bloomberg, in fact, that tells you it doesn't even listen to Bloomberg because they call Bloomberg Blue badge, but because and I mean pronunciation varies. But the point is, if you don't listen to Bloomberg, surely every day, every minute, every 2 minutes, Bloomberg they come and say Bloomberg. Then they talk about Bloomberg. So then they call out what they say. Right. So you cannot call Bloomberg blue badge. But this guy they justify and say, Bloomberg pull like say now we get the worst currency and because now we get the worst currency, now it make the petrol go up. You know, when I listened to that thing, I was like, you know what? Seriously, we're talking about for you because like it is like you defend for the people and with the tariff. But seriously, that is so stupid. Who not the control? Who not make the currency worse so? Who not make the currency worse? Now the very government we try to talk about that and make the currency the worse because of the way that they kind of like handle people. Whether they kill one person, when they kill like this guy, when they don't kill so today. Like if you go to the international news, it tells you it's a lot unstable. That's they affect the currency. That's they affect the currency. If the president they talk say the way the country they so how the world economy they so they were able to protect the people of Sierra Leone, that would affect the currency. So don't get nothing to do with blue badge, how you call her, Bloomberg. So you don't get nothing to do with that. It's just a result of like the how the government run the affairs of the country that it make the currency they so. But when you say, oh, that because of the currency make the petrol price they so, who are supposed to control the currency for God's sake? Yeah. Who are supposed to control the currency? Yeah. It's in the hands of the bank governor. The fiscal policy of the government. Then they affect the currency. So that is not a good enough excuse, and that's a terrible excuse. Very bad excuse, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
But all these things, you know, like when you listen to some of the guy there, you know, Ibrahim, even when you talk and come, like what you come here, say, when you talk about the dog, you need to talk about the bone. You know, Ibrahim, for me, this guy talk say, oh, the people like I can listen to certain people there's so one other stupid guy there where I be so like I like to listen up. Making the dress, making I don't forget the name, the dress around so like you know like getting salon.
It don't blow that. Tommy.
I think Madam you even copy one.
Actually, Tommy.
That's it. Tommy. You get Ibrahim, when you look at all the guys there, that's only the way people have protest. This moment make video they talk say we are the commander do we are the go protest for the government all side and as it look trouble. Some of you guys you don't even listen to news. You don't know nothing and then you tell the people and say the commander do for protest. How stupid can you say? Is it not the people's right? Because are you dissing on America? People in the protest, if people they buck their toe, they get gallop and they treat and they protest for that. Then they come and talk stupid talk like that. Abraham, this young guy there, even now because of like when the people have protest, when are they right, he talk against them. Himself now make you see, even when he can like now talk about people and right, they get for jail because they don't make the system not rotten, the system not be broken, the system not be corrupted. So like now make like now like you got a Fisher he says it's like a woman anyway man talk like you know he's so sensitive this guy stupid guy when he say imagine you then talk about this guy Edmond Abu they come and talk and defend the people just because you be say Edmond Abu talk certain thing then you kind of like go send an apartment road. You see Ibrahim, look, this na garbage in, garbage out. Waiting society they produce, now in society go get for it, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This in as much as yes, it defend the people, but now waiting they don't condone from this government. Now waiting they don't take na the hand. When people in Commander don't go protest August 10th, we has outside of the world where they not even until today. People are protesting as a result of like the COVID 2 years and all that in the day. But like it's just like when you give history about the insurrection in America, what happened is you said the police say they get right for shoot, but it did not. Even when they go sit down at the speaker in office, there's peace there and all that in the day, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Did they shoot anybody?
No. And one green lady, Kashi, one green lady, now be go with arm in pistol, pull away, pull at the police officers here, where shoot her in chest. One green lady.
Exactly.
Then it was close range in the front of us. So now make
but we take like we lie for people them. We see that speaker of na ECOWAS parliament talk say people that go with gun and machetes, then they walk and go to state house. And I don't want to go into that story there because every time I think about that story, where a platform was created for make the opposition talk, they take their run away, then shut up and run away, keep their mouth tight. The speaker of ECOWAS parliament, the man waiting for like we can't see him money when they take for buy for Lexus. It makes sharp months na ECOWAS parliament, Ibrahim.
Lexus.
All these things, that garbage in, garbage out, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Now waiting civil society organizations them don't kind of like encourage when they don't condone this government that in finally like it's easy for the camp for bites their back.
Absolutely.
Because they condone these things.
Absolutely.
Yes, Edmond Abu. Yes, waiting they talk about like the tariff look like waiting company they talk like like the old data when they sell data, Ibrahim. Look, so when they sell 15,000, they don't sell and go to 35,000.
Yes.
Like this government, are they starved? Are they like they spend money all side?
All side.
Are they trying to stop people from listening to us, Ibrahim? Because they know they've bought the traditional medias. Are they using like in the side now where people can get real source? Now they kind of, I don't say Boto Batale then on social media, but Ibrahim, lots of good information then on social media for the people of Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
Are they trying to start that? Is
Absolutely.
that a tactic?
Yeah.
For this,
They're not going to stop people on the state house. What they own a state house, what they own a parliament, we make them call the insurrectionists. Let them show one person.
Absolutely.
From Eastman, we don't dance now. We don't get an opposite, don't die. We don't have to know we don't die. Let us one person them own even a local. All I know the also Ibrahim, so then I pass by there. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. Me, Namika tell Tradisi, where the puss been go see the snake. A make meeting. It's like all man can go pull that snake under. No go driver, like go back, like no can at all. All man give excuse. Now angry snake they 9 kill the fall. 9 kill the sheep, 9 kill the goats, 9 kill the cow. Madam, he dip and go, the thing until we laugh at that. This same fish a cash box. This insensitive we talk about. Also, so he said the costume will make you go pass bad judgment by APC.
Exactly.
Now the same thing you do. Exactly. When you go pass bad judgment by APC, you say they don't cost me, because don't cost me. I know they agree. A judge with the judge case already. They already get something against the people on one side of them. He said don't cost me for APC. You make it pass bad judgment.
Comrade.
I don't tell. I say this particular guy.
That's sensitive talk.
Me don't see this guy as a bad person, but we kiss them. I don't see him. The way I deal with case them, how I deal with Palo, how I deal with Abba George Williams, Tanami, and Foster, and so many people. And I don't see this guy not to pursue better.
You know, comrade.
Not to better possible.
Comrade, you know, a sensitive thing, a sensitive point you make so about Fisher, a very egotistic, and people like that, they don't come up beyond ego self. They don't reach to a point where people have to be concerned about in judgment against citizens them where they enter in court every given point in time. But I'll go back, comrade.
I agree, Brian.
Right,
the guy is so sensitive
yes,
to everything.
In mental state.
Like that guy gets the way he talks to.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
No, Kashi, that's a good. Go ahead, Kashi. I'll continue. Go ahead, no more.
The guy, you know, I don't feel say like it is like not egoistic, like the problem. Now the fact that the guy is so full of himself because again institutions they are not work the way they're supposed to work, Ibrahim. Because some of them things then it takes me back like remind me about the APC case. You see where he said they cost him, mama. How? Yeah, cost you, mama. Yeah, straight away. And waiting, I can remember that day, in a way, APC lawyers they were begging this guy for past judgments and say they don't have time because straight away that guy don't kind of like objectivity don't be skewed, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Right there for me, he said as a result for me they cost him, mama. The same thing again. He said this guy kind of like attacking personality and all that thing. Now you kind of also you prove say like the guy make the utterance about bribery. I don't know if now so they say I do not know because me know you also I say so. But Ibrahim, the guy is so egoistic. The guy is so kind of like sensitive. The guy he just feels say like the institution belong to him. And Ibrahim waiting na the hope for APC for make this guy they handle the affairs of APC.
You know,
I do not know.
Yeah, you know, Kashi, again, na ego they make Fisher they behave the way they behave because when you don't feel too much of yourself. You feel like you are God. So Fisher is like you don't feel say it's like he's the God now. Now they determine anybody in faith we can in court. And Monabu write letter challenge us like ruling within 21 days. It say if I go jail, they don't fit I am like contempt. You know, so these are the things so they say. So that's why like how they say again, the GLC make them very clear. You know, Fisher, you know, some of these things, you see we go back to JFK. JFK then no say Fisher be get a case in 2009. Where Fisher was disqualified from ever practice law again at Sierra Leone because he was found guilty of corruption as a judge. The case day, the GLC, when the General Legal Council, they make the letter they communicate and people and Kashi. Una don't say I don't share with una. The letter is there say they no go approve this man. Then this man they make him this man now they like today is a bitter fellow.
Was not a letter written by lawyer Waraseri Kamal?
Yes, Waraseri cannot be inquire for find out. So the GLC be respond to them say yes.
The GLC reply
exactly.
And say yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So this guy is a very bitter guy. This man is in psychological state needs to be checked. This man is like a mercenary sent by the state. All this what he talks to now. He go ready for himself. For sentence people go to jail for 21 days back or something for 5 years.
You know, get outside the cage week.
No, not so Kashi. Under no circumstances, even if we're in presence, in a serious society, that man they no get right for go against people in fundamental right because they express their opinion about her. It is left for let people and come and evaluate and talk about how they feel and see you from the outside. That is what we do, Kashi. This man here in state of mind is very bitter. But this man for practice law in Sierra Leone, SLPP bring and come as a mercenary. Watch all the cases they make a confusion at the country. Now in the key. Because you see the SLPP lawyers, the judges there, they no say they get for dinner salute. This boy no say don't give life to for England. SLPP come on power today in England tomorrow. But you know these are the things so they say this man needs to be psychologically evaluated because for let somebody write letter normally challenge you. You sentence her to jail for 21 days. We have to ask these questions now. With the law system, what's in the line? Who's contempt or rich? Who's fit ID? Who's don't fit ID or rich? What this man ask you, they ask for your right as a citizen. Now you're right. It is challenge the judge say, give me a verdict in 21 days. Waiting bad for then they wait for make you lock this man up for 21 days. Then now the same government.
You know, Ibrahim, you know the interesting thing? Like, not only he asked for within 21 days, he quotes the constitution where he said that.
Yes, section 126.
Ibrahim, even though when he quotes the constitution, let me go back. Kamarema. Usa Edmond Abu, I don't say Edmond Abu in your activism now within like the economic side of the country, right? But anything where they affect me politically, they affect me economically.
Absolutely.
But so Edmond Abu, you know the constitution. Usa it say that the certain period of time you for pass judgment. But why would I not ever write that kind of letter there for Kamarimba? You see, Ibrahim, when you talk pan the dog, talk pan the bone.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
That is a fact. So these are the things we'll get for a look at. We need to go back from JFK 9. First time give Fisher work at the law officers department. After we don't find him guilty in 2009 of corruption. Then we say for pay, I think over 100 million. The case there, I get the ruling. I have the ruling. You know, I don't hold myself no for, you know what, talk about this, but Fisher, they give me reason every now and again. And this is not case we'll get for revisit. People like JFK, they all get for answer why they go against the General Legal Council. Whether the body where they regulate, who they qualify for practice law in Sierra Leone. Then make them clear for say this man not meets the laws of the land. Is not like anybody where you don't become a criminal, a felonious conduct, you don't go jail, you don't get right for vote, you don't get right for vote. Now the same way apply if somebody as a judge, they don't find them guilty of corruption, they say enough for practice law in Salon again. Why Parliament? Why JFK get a job during the days of the APC? This is the recklessness what we talk about. Administration after administration, everybody just do what they want to do. Then now, why members of Parliament go approve her again for become a judge back in Sierra Leone? Why the Parliament?
After I don't pass ruling about APC, now the tenant go approve.
Thank you.
Salon Ibrahim. After this, not a few weeks ago,
exactly. Exactly. After that, ECOWAS Parliament, the Bokul, when they say the leader not there, a run car, what's a run car for?
We leader run away, come on, ECOWAS, he can't Parliament for approve Fisher.
Thank you. Yeah, what's yeah? It don't go approve Fisher. You see how they got it, you know, then don't.
This make people in the suspect them kind of, yeah. Because for me, you going for camp approve Fisher, and people in the talk say, oh, you know, this guy they play calling game with Samura. So tell me, he don't say Fisher can for camp. So he need for them to approve Fisher. So Fisher go be part of the plan for Samura in case. I do not know, Ibrahim. These are all like insinuations them and you know suspicion them where they go around. I do not want to pass judgment there, but could this be the reason? My run for go to fisherman no say I did for him. So he did part of we plan for knock Samura. So like the one that we did against Samura. I mean, you know, even hey God.
Kashi and comrade, anyway. You know, we are no psychologists, right? We not get psychology lesson, license, right? Yeah. But we read psychology a little bit. We get a little bit of experience when it comes to looking at the mind of human beings, how they operate in a nation. We will get like complete state capture. My brother, we don't know who our opposition, we don't know the ruling government anymore. Because the opposition is confused more than the ruling government. We don't know who they're in charge, who they're in charge. These guys are trying to entrench themselves in every way possible. Then they're in bed.
They have for international community. Ibrahim, we opposition now in the international community, bro. We opposition now in the international community and us na social media. Some of us. Ibrahim, trust me, like I cannot believe sometimes we make at the year they we say, oh, the international community, no, 250,000 people's name have been written off from the register, but yet the international community, no. But yet the international community they come and say, and add them back. Like people like me refuse registration. They say, no, the international community, no. But then people when they refuse, so no get for vote. Because the international community they go say, okay, no, we can't vote, even though they refuse that.
Exactly.
Ibrahim, we are jokers.
Let me tell you something, Kashi. I see the American embassy then get a symposium. I see on the Facebook page yesterday for young people, you know, about election laws and this and that, you know, for comport themselves in elections and all that fun stuff. But you know, that's the farthest they can go. All the young people in there, we even guarantee say they are registered for vote.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Kashi, they will look at the case now at the Supreme Court. The other day, they go make this charade. Of course, to launder their image to the international world. Like for say the judiciary is an open place. Then they practice openly and then fair and then just. So therefore, you see, when I can't watch how they walk, this is what they did. That whole thing they be there and especially like the Babatunde, because I don't go speak for the other Supreme Court justices there. And sit on there, then they carry out their mandate to make themselves look good in the eyes of the international world. Yes. You know, so now the world don't see them.
We use with champ con man, we host con man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that the other like first life I get for do for address the international community about that particular session there. Not so much of the session of the judiciary itself open, getting the case at the Supreme Court live on TV. It is the fact that they are focused on washing and laundering their image. They couldn't become alia with David Shenge and David Francis. Spend over $3 million for launder the images them, the rights to international organizations them, they then wash them up. We see they can't go to the gold cast. I think a gold cast that day. If not a gold cast, but it's something gold. Also, Bill Gates, where David Shenge, you make like for saying a connection with thank you. And make like say connect with Bill Gates so much to the point. Now money them pay through that particular program there. For letting go there like Ken Marabio.
What do money will get some face can salon?
Nothing.
What a grace. What a picture then guy there and go put them like I don't tell Ibrahim. This not like salon people need to listen. Ibrahim, I have a friend where they work now top bank. He tell me plain. He say look. He say I like Bill Gates or whoever, Elon Musk. In fact, Elon Musk, one guy, Bernard, don't be beat himself. And why make it beat up? Now, because of the valuation, like how things they don't value in assets. Anyway, we'll talk about that at some point. Ibrahim, what they tell you so? I like them guy there. They kind of like, they go to the bank there. They say they want to go do business in a salon. Straight away. Then they kind of put the risk very, very up. Then they put them right up, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Just the exposure to salon. Exposure to salon.
Right.
And Bill Gates no grace, but just go take their money, go put on a salon. Because straight away they credit rating. Even though they get money, so they credit rating they go down. Because salon is kind of like put on this list of very, very risky countries in the world.
Kashi, I know so no one talk about that, but I'll go small into how them guys they had their money. The other day they talk about the fact that they might not carry physical cash. Where you say Bill Gates worth $70 billion. I don't get some cash. Now in equity, it in stocks.
Yeah.
Now then stop them there. You have investors. Now in cash box to tell us so. We see make if Bill Gates said go invest in salon today, then the rates are very high. It don't become very risky.
Yeah.
And what's it translates to? People when they invest. Let's say for example, Cashbox gets stock now Microsoft, and they can look say, Bill Gates go invest in salon. This country I say they kill protesters them.
Exactly.
The president they call them terrorists. Me they pull some more. I get some money there. I get some stock there. Now say Cashbox get $1 million.
You beat for go teach this government.
No, Kashi.
You don't break that down. So that tells it all, man.
Kashi,
Honestly.
Let people understand it here. Look at where you can talk and so you pass over there. No, not estimate them. We'll break it down for them. They don't understand that. Because that is the point now. So Bill Gates automatically Cashbox is saying now, okay, I get $1 million. But you know what? This man don't go invest in a salon. I'm afraid say anything can happen. I can lost me money.
Yes.
That pull $500,000 first. That go put our sideway. So that is how he lost the confidence. But anyways, you see, salon people.
You're not clever guy.
Kashi, you know say na read man they read no more side. Kashi, you know say I diversify, bruh. You know say I don't agree. Kashi, I don't specialize for nothing. I want to be all thing. But anyway, if I for master something.
That tells it all.
But you know,
the exposure straight away, Ibrahim. People, even if Bill Gates go put in money in a salon, now I'm going saying go make big talk. I look there, I say, look that guy there. I was laughing at my corner. They just want full salon people. If Bill Gates, like what you talk to Ibrahim, people and the way they invest in Microsoft, the moment they see the risk don't go up, now in that, they don't run away. And because they see, I say, oh, you don't go invest in a country inside they kill people. You don't go invest in a country inside what's another day. You don't go invest in a country inside like politics. Then that's somebody the judges them alaki. You don't go invest in a country inside the journalists them. They all not be bought. You don't go invest in a country inside civil society, like inside the judiciary. No, they operate. Inside parliament cannot do anything. Then they bulldoze them. Ibrahim, all them things they But Ibrahim, you need to go open college and that country, but teach this government, or we governments them, or we politicians them.
Absolutely. But Kashi, comrade, I think so. We don't pass the message, except for continue.
No, but comrade, you see, Ibrahim, this is let's make I can tell salon people and say, like, the critical thing to the country. It is right in this platform, and I'm not trying to beef, or try to be arrogantly, or I say this arrogantly, Ibrahim, because the bedrock of any country lie with the adherence of like the constitution. lie with making sure the security is there. The water, the electricity, the agriculture, what the other A stand for again?
It's WE now 1A agriculture, housing and health.
Oh yeah, that double H, housing
and health.
And health.
Yes.
Ibrahim, when you focus on those things, like the water, electricity, agriculture, housing, and health, Ibrahim, trust me, you bring so much to that country, and you get the institutions in for function.
Absolutely.
That is where confidence comes in.
Absolutely.
And this is the reason why Salon Po. Now I make way Edmond Abu they talk say, oh, now because of we currency bad, oh, that caused the bad currency. Anyway, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Then we go to like what's hierarchy and still go to another news.
Absolutely. So I think the bottom line is Kashi, what we gather from this, people don't lost faith so much from the civil society them that even when they act now, people don't value again.
Yeah.
I think that is what you get from all the responses they will receive from people. Comrade, what do you think about
that? Listen, we don't have civil society in Sierra Leone. I want to know that we not get at all.
True.
What you make a call for civil society now when they stand up for the people there? We don't get in a saloon. So that is also for no. What we get people ABC, then all the fair way for survive. Like we Joseph Stalin will talk say, I'm not president, but if you told me the head of NATCOM, I will make so. They all they are now label people get they just stand for the truth. Like voting this try for do the Renaissance stay end of the anti-corruption commissioner. We not get them. All they come in a place for them to get survival. And now for try for whip and for no whip and they need to fight anybody is enough for them for the day for be somebody no for government at all. You get job already. You already get job. What you want to go find job for again? So that means they do that in cash box. You don't have society.
Absolutely. Agree.
Yeah. So, Comrade Kashi, what would you decide on? Would you abort the Edmond Abu situation, or will you continue?
I think we should. We will just talk about it, Ibrahim, because again, when you look at all the old other story, and thanks for people and feedback and all that, but like there are bigger picture, waiting, like the people, because even the civil society don't fail them people there. The only thing we go talk about it, we go talk about what it stand for the people in data, but let we not starve the people because of Edmond Abu, they're all part of the problem.
Okay. Because I don't want to let Edmond Abu come back. See, some people they say I need talk. Now let's take action. I stand up for them. I go fight for this tariff business. Yeah. Now you see how they abandon me.
We try because we get
we just try for reminder and say when you speak for the people, we are with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But they never try for no so we only band on talk today.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You know to be selective and what you say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe instead of use data as alone, say if you don't talk for data now, instead of be affected in as much as it makes so one for let take each and everything serious.
Absolutely.
Although they say everyone of the civil society don't tell you saying they look for big job.
Absolutely.
They all look for egg.
Yeah.
This instance why we talk say Black Monday and anti-corruption commissioner today is nowhere to be seen after fear for 6,000. You go for protest now to 1,000.
Yeah.
Jeff Sano, you go to NATCOM and Poland, they tell you say you can't make say for not the chairman and NATCOM for not to fees to green because that's their motive.
Absolutely.
They are not there for a purpose, for a right purpose. So that makes us say we not get civil society and we get make sure say when government change, we they do all the best for do proper restructuring each and every sector, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
One tribe dominance, and the Pakistan also. One tribe, all civil society, one tribe, all of parasites, head of agencies, every side from a single tribe. That is killing our country.
Yeah.
We go for make sure say that one tribe dominance end us alone.
Comrade, the only thing is, I don't say you go on for achieve that, but APC kind of power. I don't know that, regardless of who that be the president, APC, I don't think they go want to do that. Then go just focus. Then go say they want to govern.
Ibrahim, APC, the political party, if you look at this, how they say the North, Nigeria is stronghold. The North, now they get Timni, now they get Limba, now they get Kranko, now they get Madingo, now they get Fula, now they get Susu, now they get Yalunka, now they get Loko. You understand? So now they get all the tribe here. So if you all the tribe are called so, don't come on one great part of the country. Then the East, you just get Mende, Shabro, Gizi, Kono, period. All the rest of the tribe now, they are not just in Western area.
And by the way, when you talk about civil society, so where is Thomas More? He don't done it in law degree now. I know say will be the kind of like say because of the way the country day, but it's how many months now where you don't graduate? Where is it?
Well, Thomas More, where they don't graduate, so he go down the pupillage.
for 1 year.
Well, yeah, but in pupillage, does that mean like you're not supposed to talk and doing work because we know how for being a civil society
right? Well,
activist?
Yeah, well, it depends on Udana.
Is it still tied under somebody what or what happened? SLP boss you go do pupillage under?
Well, yeah, so maybe that is so it depends on Uda they do pupillage under, so we don't know. But a good question, yeah.
Get back to Iwoko, like no, this election time they come.
Come on. And at the end of the day, all manga for answer their own cross, carry their own cross eventually. But yeah, we watch them. All the civil society organizations. And I see where people don't begin lost faith in that. Monabu, we call people and say, no buy top up for a few days. Because we don't say you go hit the government hard and then go reduce all the tariff price there. Because that's how the people get fight back. But the people say, the man on the fed for all these years, 5 years now. That is what we get from Salon people, a lot of them. And say for 5 years, this man not fed for them. Where's the idea whether they kill people? This man not talk nothing. And now you can't talk for top up. Well, I don't know, Comrade Nkachi, if we give credit, on that basis, say, okay, left hand.
No, we get credit, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We are not looking at the negativity of somebody. Even if you do something positive, we'll not talk about. Now, because of that positivity, we would say, this is for the greater majority, now we could talk. Ibrahim, everybody get for sense of purpose.
Absolutely.
You can mistake.
Yes.
But not everybody per mistake forever. You can mistake, you come back to your sense, okay, no, what I was doing is wrong. Let me come now to my real work.
Absolutely.
We always open hands to work with people like that. Wait to say, you know what? I've been doing a mistake. What I've been doing wrong. You don't accept say you mistake. No, I've been doing mix alone do side. So come back to your senses, Ibrahim. We are here. Absolutely. We all will know is we need a double standard. We stay focused. We watch at the thing. We see we don't want people for control for some kind of stuff. So because all of us today who they suffer identity because people don't stand yesterday. We know a lot of picking them. We're gonna picking them. Oh, we just have to burn cancer of identity and then we could stand. And we stay focused. Ibrahim, we have to open hand to everybody. Because if we see somebody don't misbehave yesterday, we know they bring a camera. We are not helping the situation.
Absolutely.
It no matter what I know oppose, what I know aid, but if you feel say now, it's high time like come back and do the right job. Abraham will welcome you. So that's what they say, okay, you don't come to his sense. Let's come and work as a nation. Right. Let's work together for build a better Sierra Leone. We cannot drive them. Because if we say they know go, we will oppose. Now that is them stupid people that they behave. I'm not talking about APC. No, we cannot continue to do that because we want to forget a better country. We now open hands to work with everybody. We're sincere.
Yeah.
If you not want to be a rubbish, you see now anyway. This real nonsense. You don't come back to yourself for the people of Sierra Leone. You welcome with the open hands to Ibrahim. That can just motive.
Absolutely.
We are not here to judge nobody. We just allow man get that sense of purpose that Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, Fambulem, I think so. We'll come back to Ona and we'll go for the next time we come out. We can discuss the Supreme Court in the case because we also wait for the verdict. Less than 5 months to elections. We know the change of election lost them. I make a be telling and say optimistic say we'll stay with the default because the Supreme Court will definitely not come again for can change election laws this late for can say the PR system is okay. We go stay with the constituency based elections them and we're not going to worry about PR system and all that nonsense because there's not enough time to change election laws less than 6 months to elections. All right, well with the left and I have so Comrade Nkachi in a nutshell. So we are saying we're going to resume. We audio them back full time.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would they watch how I make example see would they resume audio them full time because one level also would respect everybody in view. One of the supporters there, one of the members there, one of the will respect one of view. One equally understand say whatever we say to do now in the interest of una. Because to music will sing. Also see would they get paid for this year. Would they do this year free of service now? Time of the week would they take so that man week 5 o'clock. Cash box and work in so. Me now myself I work at the prepare for go so.
Yeah.
I already for good to place. So all the pull on them time here.
Absolutely.
Use money for pay for internet extra for long people here. So if we see they take any actions, we'll not just feel for talk, but it be necessary because now for all the people them. And I will be go say for instance something that be not for anything with affect the people of Sierra Leone. We need to support them. When I see you, we don't pass at this anybody to platform. But because you say this in one refer to it now for the people and for let them decrease the data so that we will listen to social media secretaries for using a phone that picking and collect so that we will browse for the text something on the internet. You don't make them we agree with them. That's idea. We agree. But I say, you know what, this particular one do time we will condemn that official. This in ego, this in cocky so for biggest of our people, we condemn them. So will they resume back because for one also they respect to view listeners them One office say una out of disrespect, but all I know say that because of una again make we take the steps say if we not force this government to let reduce that data, they will not join Munabu, they will not help una. So whosoever said Munabu been do bad na lie, and for each and every single that Munabu be fed.
Absolutely. We left an Salon people them. But George Fisher, I don't tell what the plan say I go do it live for bring out. I mean, information is public information. You verdict, you ruling with them, you rule against you in 2009 is public information. This is not threat or anything to you. But I'm just saying, if you continue for the show up now the spotlight too much, I think we would have to dedicate the time for do it live and read out the whole ruling to Salon people and they don't understand. Say when we say you're not supposed for practice law in Sierra Leone, we mean them and we get the evidences to prove those points. So left for use your ego in the judiciary system. You should be unbiased. You for be biased as a judge. You for be very, very neutral. For bring your ego inside your judgments them. For bring your ego inside your law practice. You for just perform your law, you function unbiased and unbalanced. That's all you have to, and very balanced. That's all you have to do. For mix anything else with your personal problems where you get inside your job. Otherwise, now this part of this world, I know say Sierra Leoneans say we can write letter to the JLSC as well, the Judicial Legal Service Commission, for looking to Adrian Fisher in mental state and the way they carry in job. I mean, it's not a judge where the coach works. They remind we don't seriously then cause him mama. Therefore, he affect the ruling way he against the whole political party. And now we say them I'm contempt. He lock this guy for 21 days. Come on, the Judicial Legal Service Commission. People should file a complaint into them now. But are these institutions working? Who are they sitting at the Judicial Legal Service Commission? Are they going to look into these and objectively and say, waiting, there is a cause for concern here? Anyways, we're left on here. Bye bye, everybody. We'll go talk to her back. Bye bye.